Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. It is with great joy and gratitude that I once again come to you to pass on my teachings. I want to remind you of our meeting next Saturday. As I said here, whoever wants to do it, whoever wants to participate, the idea is that you contribute in some way to the neighbor, the planet, or something related to animals. Is participation mandatory? No, it's not. It goes from the heart of each one. It goes from the way each one sees the inequality in their world. I would say that this aspect, in addition to detachment from material goods, is another fundamental and very important point in your journey. There are millennia of beliefs, customs, discriminatory and separatist habits that this generation and the previous ones live and have lived. It's like this is a disease, ingrained in every cell of your body, and however much you say, no, I don't do that, I don't discriminate, I don't separate, I don't repulse, you lie to yourself. Because today your society is trying to somehow change this. Minorities today are no longer silent. They have gained a voice, and these voices bother you. You would like them to remain silent, so that you don't have to see them, to accept them. But the time has come when everyone is balanced. The time has come when everyone walks towards equality. So how can there be minorities? If there is a minority, there is no equality. All have to be seen with equal importance. It doesn't matter the physical form. It doesn't matter the deformities. It doesn't matter the colors. It doesn't matter the form of love. Before Father, Mother, God, you are all equal. You are souls with your divine spark. The envelope that covers each soul does not matter to Father, Mother, God, and therefore does not matter to us either. So much so that each one of us, if we are in a dimension greater than yours, we don't see your bodies, we only see points of light or points of shadow walking on the surface of the planet. Because we have been overcoming discrimination for a long time, we have overcome inequality. So we don't see physical bodies, we see souls. And even those souls that we can see are practically dark. We don't discriminate or abandon them, we love them all equally. The work that is done with each one, yes, it is different, but the love is the same. There are neither chosen nor privileged. So this is a point that you also need to start addressing within yourself. It's like I said, you make a mistake, you open your mouth, yell, no, I see everyone the same. Lie. You still discriminate, yes. You still separate, yes. You still speak ill, yes, even if it is internally. In thought. Outwardly, having someone around you. You cry out, you shout for it. But when you are alone with yourself, you truly are what you are. Either I will put it another way, or that you were put to be. I would like you to think about what your religions preach. Do they preach equality? Do they accept any and all human beings in any way? Don't they separate anyone? Don't they criticize anyone? Do they not form separatist castes, to the point where they practically provoke armies and wars? Think about it. So, this is also a point, which I would say that each of you start doing your mea culpa. Start dominating your own selves, because they scream discrimination. They scream separation. You just hear the call, the cry of your selves. Because it's been millennia, centuries, years and days that your souls lived exactly that. And we understand that it's not easy all of a sudden. Throwing it all away, seeing the world in a different way. I would say, as I have said in my letters, racism is not in the minds of those who condemn it. It is in the minds of those who live it. So everyone is wrong. Nobody is poor. Nobody is inferior. People are what they stand for. And if people set themselves up as inferior, and they are always attacked, do they emanate that, and what do they get back? The attack. So no one has to put themselves as a poor thing, or as an inferior. Everyone is on the same level, but you have a bath house. You have clothes to change. And who doesn't? Is it? No, because you don't know the path of that soul. What is not appropriate is for you to judge them by their smell, by their appearance. If he takes a good shower, cuts his hair, puts on clean clothes, uses a good hygiene product, he will be as clean and fragrant as you. And then you will no longer discriminate against him. He will cease to be a beggar. Will you leave? Or did you momentarily enable him to be an acceptable human being? And then you turn your back again, and he goes back to living in that outfit for a while. Is this how you help these people? Donating only once in a while. To ease your guilt, get them off the streets. Because the streets full of beggars get ugly. And those who don't have a place to live, who live on the street, bother you. Does anyone else do something to improve these people's lives? Does anyone stop to find out why they are on the street? Some here will tell me yes. And I will agree that not everyone acts this way. But more complete action is needed. More emphatic action is needed. It's not just donating food at that moment. It's trying to solve that person's problem. This is really helping a brother. Of course, giving food to the hungry is a priority. I would say, I will not use the word obligation, but it is a necessary action for each one of you to kill the hunger of those who are hungry. The rest are actions that need to be taken without judgment. The one who is simply there because he doesn't want to do anything, wants to live off the charity of others. Will you be the ones who will judge him? Or will he be reaping all that he is planting very soon? Because whatever is done in his favor will not work, and he will remain that way. Understand, many remain on the street because they don't have a choice, because they don't have a way to go. So what do you need to do? I understand you are not going to change the world. But what is the purpose of moving to the fifth dimension? It's equality, where everyone will have everything. Remember that. So you need to make it possible for them to choose to have everything. Those who choose to remain where they are will remain where they are. Now those who know how to take advantage of the opportunities may in the future be there with you in the fifth dimension. Why? Because there was someone who gave him a hand. There was someone who took him upstairs. There was someone who helped him. What do you do for others? What do you guys do? You feel disgusted, repulsed and preach, "It's not my problem. It's the government's problem." I tell you no. It's everyone's problem. Because if each one of you, who is in a better condition, as you say, would help a family, help one person to survive a whole month with work, help him get dressed, have a plate of food on the table, how many people would you take off the streets? How many people would you take out of poverty? How many people would you take out of misery? Hunger, how many? I would say many. Because those people who take advantage of this help will definitely help other people. And this process will spread, and there will come a time when there will be no one else going hungry. I don't want you to give alms here. It is not delivering the caught fish. Teach each one to catch their own fish. Now, if he doesn't want to, he just wants to eat the fish, it's not his judgment. Give him the fish and he's already sealed his walk. You won't be the one to judge him. So this is a point, let's say this is a face of discrimination. There are others that I will talk about shortly. But think about it. What do you do to appease the hunger of those in need? But I say what you do effectively to appease hunger. Do you only give the fish to appease the guilt, or do you somehow teach how to fish? Think about it. This is a very serious matter, and it is glaring and urgent in your world. Think about it. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching.